to put it out. Put some respect on it.
Bitch, I want my mama side.
When you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it. And I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up, put some respect on it, but that ain't.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. This is not your normal live. I repeat, this is not a normal fucking live. In this video, we're going to really dissect the mental stability of the person in question. I don't know what this person is going through in life, because I was once okay with this person, and now this person is really gung-ho to try to literally fuck with everybody. Okay? I have gotten numerous news about said person. Let me just tell y'all this. I have blocked this person. I don't see his lives. I don't see his posts. I don't see nothing that this person does. The only reason why I'm speaking on this is because this person is doing the same behaviors and saying the same nasty things to another person that he once said to me. And it wasn't warranted. It wasn't. Everybody has seen the live. Everybody knows about the live. That this person personally came on my platform to get into a situation, a back and forth with me, because I let his ass have it. I didn't bring up no death reads. I didn't bring up his mother. I didn't bring up his grandmother. I didn't bring up none of that. We're getting straight into it. We're getting straight into it. Like, no, it cannot go on. This is not a situation that needs to be looked at, because of the fact that how the fuck is one person is going to cry about their grandmother dying? Both of your grandmothers are dead, my nigga. How you ever going to fix your lips to talk about another person's family member dying? Let me push back. Let me give y'all a few context of what the fuck I'm talking about, because I did just rush in gung ho, like really had my shit out, ready to take out a couple of hoes. And this has nothing to do with me, by the way. It really has nothing to do with me. This is between two people that stay in Atlanta. I have nothing to gain or to lose about getting in this situation. The reason why I'm getting into the situation, because the shit has to stop. It's no way that this person is continuing to get on social media. I don't care if it was a back and forth. You can't read? I thought you were a reader. I thought you could do the back and forth. So you don't have an extensive vocabulary, or you don't have the creative capacity to read a bitch. You have to go so low to talk about somebody's dead brother being murdered? Is that what we doing now? Oh, you thinking it's bingo, correct? But let's pull back a little bit. Let's pull back. Now I'm gonna really ride this bitch, because I've been chilling. Now I'm about to go. Now I'm about to get active. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. We're going to put this up there right now. Like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. So Jetwahn, who is one half member of We Were Born, who is on the hit web reality show called Chasing Atlanta. Okay. Now, Jetwahn has had a series, he has done series of live to explain himself about what is going on in this current season that is currently filming right now. It's currently, it's on. Y'all can go watch it. Shout out to Chasing Atlanta, okay? So, let me read the following because we're gonna dissect this shit. So Jetwahn writes the following on his story. Hello, everyone. A few days ago, while on IG Live with Willa and Tonka, Rico Casserole, because I refuse to call him by his whole name. I don't care. Fight me on it. Rico Casserole said, fuck your deceased brother. Don't nobody give a F about his unalive ASS to me on a live on Christmas Eve. Okay, that's sad. Simply because he didn't like my comment about him being violent after him calling me aggressive, when in fact he does has a history of documented violence on Chasing Reality and other platforms as well. He then proceeds to write, my brother was murdered Thanksgiving night 2003. This year, not even a full month had passed. Nothing I said warranted this response. He apologized, then took it back, and then apologized again, making a mockery of the situation. To be clear, I never accepted the apology and never will. I simply blocked and left the live. Good on that. I love that. Y'all have been saying I don't take accountability. My questions are, 1, what do I need to take accountability for? 2, why is there no outrage or no bloggers / journalists, in all quotes, reporting how low and disgusting this is? 3, why is it okay to constantly gang up on Jetwahn and no one holds the bullies accountable, but when I defend myself, I'm the problem? Got it? 4, where is the empathy and compassion from the cast, crew, and viewers? To any one of my web series friends or colleagues, if you continue to support, share, or post anything related to Rico Casserole, you also will be blocked. And yes, it's that deep. The line has been drawn in the sand. I'm actually disgusted at a lot of the complicit people that witnessed this behavior and did or said nothing. To all the supporters that has reached out in support of me and my family, thank you. I will be going live soon to discuss in details the unfortunate tragedy of his brother soon. P.S. Bet y'all Chasing Atlanta won't post this. That's what was said by Jetwahn. Now, so I told, hey everybody in the chat, hey everybody, how are you doing? I'm sorry to anybody I'm sorry about not saying hello to everybody. I'm sorry. Let me go on. The reason why I wanted to do this video is not to let me jump on the I hate Rico Casserole train. First of all, he's not that girl. He's not that. He's not that tea of a girl. He's not. He's literally gum under a table. That's how insignificant this bitch is. The reason why I'm doing this video is because you giving the same patterns. Why are you so angry? And why, when somebody challenges you, you have to go straight towards talking about somebody's dead relative? Now, if somebody said that they were smoking your grandmother through a motherfucking pipe, you'll be mad about it, right? If somebody said they was gonna piss on your dead drag mother, Miss Cassadine grave, you will want to really hurt them, right? Because right now there's a lot of creative juices that I could really say about your grandmothers and about their untimely passing that I will go in. You don't want to fuck with me, Miss Girl. What is going on in your life that makes you so comfortable saying that to somebody who is clearly in bereavement? Clearly bereavement. This is a situation that's new. Jetwahn just lost his brother. Why are you so comfortable talking about this man's brother? And on top of that, you apologize for your words, took it back, then apologize again. You are weird. What strong narcotics are you doing? Because it's clearly not weed. I probably hit a nerve that you're out here allegedly doing meth. Or that's no shame. Because it's giving unhinged at this point. It's giving unhinged. You're a fucking loser and you're fucking pathetic. Everything, just like fucking silly told Mister in The Color Purple, until you do right by people, everything in your motherfucking life is gonna fail, Miss Rico. That's why the fucking friends that you were friends with are no longer your friends. Popular belief, Carl don't fuck with you. Tremel don't fuck with you. Everybody that was friends with you has literally left you because you've been doing some weird shit in these streets. You've been talking crazy, just being outright fucking crazy. You are weird as fuck. The amount of shit that comes across my desk about your stupid ass is so weird. You being weird to people that you don't need to be weird with. They've been your friends for years, and you treating them like trash, and you doing these crazy antics for what? I hope your stupid ass is getting paid for all the stupid shit that you're doing out here in these internet streets. I hope you're getting paid for it. Like, I want to see the bank statements. Where's your bank statements at? Have you been getting booked? I really want to know. Have you been getting booked? Because nobody's buying your fucking music. Nobody's buying your shoes. You look horrible. You look horrible. You might need to seek some kind of counseling, a therapist, or something, because the way you're going out is really fucking sad. Season 5, you had everybody on your side, and now we looking at you. You looking a little crazy. I don't give a fuck about you. The day that I was done with you is when you started dick sucking the next bitch. When you started dick sucking a bitch that you really don't know like that, I was like, okay, my hands are up. Because this bitch is clearly weird. And I want to know, did the bitch pay you? Do the bitch pay you? Because the bitch is clearly, the bitch is clearly broke. I know she's broke. And yes, I'm talking about TTB, and I don't give a fuck. Both of you bitches are going outside. And first of all, also I want to say, Nicole, no shade, love you too, girl. But you don't need to tell me, you don't need to hop in my DMs and say that I need to stop. Or I need to not get in this. And I already told you, we already talked, but I have to put it to the live because, you know, listen, ain't no tea with us. We don't have no beef. But honestly, truly, I know you're not friends with him. You could really give a fuck about a Rico. But right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Back and forth all day. Yes, I think Jetwahn has said his shit? Yes. They probably did a little back and forth. But at the end of the day, it should never go so low as when you talk about another person's deceased family members. It should never go that far. Something is going on with Rico. Somebody needs to call out to this bitch and help him. Y'all need to book a therapy session or something. That bitch is clearly off her rocker. She's doing a little bit too much narcotics, dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the bitch is shooting up or anything. I don't know. But it's giving very much that. I don't know if she's on that snow schnay. I don't know if she's on that methamphetamine. I don't know. But the bitch is clearly not there. She's clearly not all up there. Somebody needs to humble that bitch. And tell that bitch to fucking relax. No shade. What the fuck is going on with you? What is going wrong in your life? And no shade. The days of people saying that or try to read you for living with your mama, first of all, that can never be an excuse, baby. That can never be an excuse no more. Oh, I have a problem with him because he shaded me because he said I live with my mother. Bitch, you live with your mother. It's a fucking truth. It's a truth. Bitch, I lived with my mother before, but I lived with my mother on the day she passed. You know, the same mother that you read on live when you told me that, oh, fuck my dead mother. Yeah, you said that. The same thing you said to me is you said to Jetwahn. You said, fuck my dead mother. That's what you said. But guess what? That day, no longer respect you, no longer care for you. I wished everything bad on you. I wish nothing but horrible shit for you because you're a horrible demon. You're a horrible individual and you will never find success. You will never find success because of the evil spirit that you have. You're an evil type of bitch and you're the lowest of the lowest and nothing will bless you in life. Nothing will bless you. You won't receive any motherfucking great things in life because of your attitude, because of the weird shit that you do to people, and the shit that comes out of your mouth. Listen, I'm not perfect, and I never claimed to be. Never claimed that I was perfect. I never got on this motherfucking internet and floss like I have everything, that I got it going on. No, sometimes I feel a little sad. I feel a little taken aback. I feel attacked sometimes. Sometimes I could go into my little motherfucking bubble and get away from this motherfucking internet shit. Because I refuse to take my life over this internet shit. And that's where I see you're going. I see this is where you're going. Because everything you have to fucking go live and explain yourself. I ain't gotta explain my motherfucking self to that near one bitch. If you're really that girl, you ain't gotta explain shit to nobody. But because you're fucking guilty and you doing weird shit, you gotta explain every fucking thing. Honestly, before this reunion, this is what I wish for you, Rico. I wish you go to therapy. I wish you go to therapy. Seek help, baby. Seek help. I ain't gotta like your ass, but I really want you to seek help. You need to seek help now because the lane that you're going is not good, mamas. It's not looking too good for you. The road that you're headed is not looking good, baby. Stop. Stop. It's fucking ridiculous how you're out there handling yourself. Bitches is looking at you weird. People are blocking you left and right because of the shit that you did. You are moving weird around these people that so-called your friend. Bitch, I would have never got on live and told my bitch's business. You literally sat there on live and told another bitch business that is your friend. The fact that you did Carl like that tells you everything that's about that. That's who you are. You're a nasty, trifling ass bitch. And everything that is good in your life is going to fucking crumble. The ounce of happiness is going to fucking crumble because of your evil spirit. No shade. When I tell you I do not give a fuck about what Jetwahn did. Jetwahn could go back and forth with anybody, but Jetwahn has never, and I repeat, never has talked about somebody's dead relative. And if he did, I want y'all to send me a clip on Instagram. Send me a clip on Instagram if Jetwahn ever talked about another person's dead relative. Please let me know. I would love to hear the receipts. I would love to see the receipts. What the fuck is wrong with you? Now to the other shit that Jetwahn said in that thing, listen, that's for him to find out. I don't know. The accountability part, listen. Jetwahn, no shade. That's for you to ask somebody. You know, it's all good over here. You know, we're gonna interview when all this shit is done, when everything is said and done, we're gonna do an interview. But the fact of the matter is, stop the bullshit, Rico. I actually liked you at one point in time. I actually liked your ass. I actually thought you were cool. But then the layers started peeling back. The curtain started rising on your ass. And I saw for myself how much of a fake ass bitch that you are. You're nasty, trifling, ridiculous. You ain't shit. And that's how the fuck I feel. No shade. That's how I feel. If anybody want to come up and say some things, y'all can. I don't know if I'm gonna be on here for that much long. Y'all got about a minute, honestly. So I want to say to Jetwahn, because I probably don't have to say this to Jetwahn because I already let him know behind. Like, I already DM him. First of all, to Jetwahn, I'm so sorry about your brother's passing. I hope you find the person that took your brother from this world. I really hope that you solve that case. Okay, much love out to you. Much love out to the people that was wronged by motherfucking Miss Casserole. Um to his friends, to the friends that he has left, please put this bitch in therapy. Put that bitch get this bitch psychiatric help. Put that bitch on all the motherfucking what's that? Hook that bitch up to some wires. Um like I want to know, give this bitch a CAT scan or something. Like we need to know what the fuck is going up in there. Like I don't know. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's how the fuck I feel. Anybody want to come up? Let's get it. I could take somebody, for a minute or two because I do have other content. I do have other content that I need to push out before I take my ass to bed cuz bitch, I do got a 9 to 5 in the morning that I need to go to. Come up here. Come up here anybody. Come up if y'all want to. Y'all don't have to if y'all don't want to. The more he keeps talking about the dead, the more it's gonna come to haunt him and go after the people who he loves the most. Yep. That mother that you love, it's only gonna take something drastic to humble you. That father that you love, hopefully you have a backup plan because if they gone, are you gonna still have the house? Are you gonna still manage the upkeep of that house? Let's talk about it, bitch. He's already been canceled, Miss Eve. That's apparent. Anybody want to come up? You could definitely come up. Miss, where is my auntie in the building? Hey, Abby. Hey, everybody. Hey, Miss E. Hey, Subby. Hey, Chris. Hey, LaShawn. Hey, Sass. Um, hey, Christy. Hey, Loki. Hey, Tracy. Abby, Taz, Harviana. Yeah. Hey, Terrence. Hey, Kara. Kara. Hey, Lemon Kush. He couldn't afford the payments, most definitely. Hey to everybody in the chat. Yeah. Hey to everybody in the chat. Sorry I had to go off real quick. Um, yeah. If nobody's not coming up, I will end it right here. I will end it. No problem. Um, yeah, I just needed to get that off my chest because it's not looking good. Like, really, how far will you go? Like, how low will you go? Like, I'm surprised. A rapper, you know, how long it takes to craft these motherfucking lyrics. I'm surprised you don't have something going up in your motherfucking mind that's more creative than a deaf read. I would think a rapper would know something more, but hey. Hey Tessa. Hey Abby.
Hey, boo.
Hey, how you
Um,
doing?
I'm good. Okay, so I didn't watch the live, so I missed 90% of what happened. But what I've heard is that Jetwahn said that he was gonna send his brothers to maybe Abracadabra and unalive Rico, and then Rico said, "F your brothers," and he's like, "Well, my brother is no longer here," and then he said, "F your dead brother." Is that does that sound correct or no? Is that what
Is
happened?
Wait, is that the live that you saw?
I didn't see anything. This is what I'm being told is what happened on the live.
Oh, wait, say that again, Abby. Say that again.
Okay, so uh Rico and Jetwahn apparently were going back and forth, and Jetwahn said that he was going to send his brothers to end Rico. And Rico said, F your brothers. And Jetwahn said, my brother is no longer here. And then he said, F your dead brother. Is that not what happened?
See, the thing is, Abby, I don't follow. Like, I blocked Rico, so I don't see no lives of his. Like, if he's on a live, I can't see it. So, I didn't see that live.
Okay. Well, I didn't see it either because I have a life and I don't be following I can't follow all of the things.
Yeah, me
So
too.
so when I was asking like what happened? Somebody tell me what happened. One of the messages I got back is that's how the chain of events happened. Is that it was a back and forth, and somebody said something and then somebody said something else, and then it came to the F your dead brothers. My thing is that you cannot dictate to somebody how to respond to disrespect given. So if he told him, because everybody loves to say, well, you go low, I'm going to hell. Now, when that person meets you in hell and match the energy, you can't then get offended because they met you where you're at. So if it is as it was told to me that you said you was going to send the people to come and get me, and I said, F your people, and you said, well, my brother is no longer here, and then he said, F your brother, I understand that it's distasteful to most of us because I don't play about my relatives that have gone on to glory, but you can't dictate. Like if you smack somebody, you can't then dictate how they respond to the smack that you just gave them. Everybody is not the same. Everybody is not playing the same rules. That's the same way they had that big argument earlier in the year. Hold on, Shuby. I'm gonna get to what you're
Okay.
saying.
Okay.
So you can't um like earlier in the year where they were saying with when it came down to Robert during Chasing Dallas's season, and people was like, well, it's just words, and why he always got to go straight to physical violence. Everybody is not the same. Everybody is not going to respond the same. So you have to be prepared. Whoever has the least amount to lose and is ready to go take it all the way to the devil himself, you got to be prepared for that. You got to know who your opponent is and what they willing to do and or say. You have to be prepared for that, and you can't all of a sudden now it's too far. You was ready to take it to hell a second ago, but when that person matched your energy and was like, "Well, meet me down on uh Hell and Jump Street, I'll be waiting right there." Then now all of a sudden it's a problem. Now it's they doing too much. When they say drop your pen, I'm coming to see you so you can say it to my face. Or why it always got to be physical? Because that's how some people carry it. And if you're not prepared to take it there, then maybe you should watch how you talk to some people. Why would he say that if his brother passed last month? I don't know why he would say that. He said, then Rico kept going. I can tell you exactly how it started because Rico came up talking about a comment about Berlin. Now, why would he be talking about Berlin? That's neither here nor there. I like the both of them. I like Jetwahn and Rico. I see a lot of myself in the both of them because I choose violence all the time. And I have a rage issue, so I try not to get into confrontations if I can absolutely help it because it's going to get to a point where I'm going to take it too far. And then I'm going to black out, and then somebody's going to end up hurt. So I try and avoid it at all costs if I can. So I can see myself in the both of them. But you can't be talking junk, talking junk, talking junk, and then somebody matches your energy and takes it even lower. And now all of a sudden you you offended.
Yeah. I um I agree with everything you said. Like you cannot dictate how somebody responds. And I'm just on the strength of
You just don't
just
like, but you already
it's
have
not
a
even
big.
that much. Like, let me just say this. I don't care about him. I don't care about
Hmm.
him. I already blocked him. So I don't see nothing that he does.
Hmm.
Even like unless it's on the show. And I make I have my little comments. I do my little reads. I told you beginning of chasing Atlanta, I was gonna have my foot on this bitch neck. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't been on anybody's live. I will go in, come right back out because I got other shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be on
Same.
somebody's live and watch the whole entire thing. Some of these lives be like 2 hours, 3 hours long. I'm not doing that. I'm not really wasting my time talking about a situation that has absolutely nothing to do with me. And honestly, I have came a point in my life where I have to um put out the energy that I want to receive.
Hmm.
And I'm not into any negative energy.
Okay.
And I just feel like some of these lives be really negative,
Hmm.
and I don't live sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I would love to hear the tea and get the tea and jump back out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if it's something nasty like this, I
Hmm.
cannot look away because and the reason why I had to step my foot in the game because step my foot in the shit because he did it to me.
Okay. And that's understandable. That's
And I
that's
didn't even
that's
know,
understandable.
and it's so crazy, Abby. I didn't even know that he said it until somebody said it, brung it to my attention. And I watched it back and I was like, oh wow. Because people have said it multiple times. Like people have used the dead mother read on me multiple times. And me as a content creator and knowing that I talk a lot of shit on live, I
Hmm.
have to be willing to overlook that or not overlook it, but understand that it comes with the territory.
Right.
It's not okay, but it comes with the territory. If I'm going back and forth with a bitch, knowing that I'm getting the best of her, the only
Hmm.
thing that she has is to give me with the mom read.
Right. I understand, and it's why I tread carefully in how I deal with the online stuff. Because if anybody says anything about my son being no longer here, you're gonna have to say it to my face, and then take your chances with what happens next. Because I
Mhm.
don't play like that. So I'm very careful with how um, I speak to and about people. Because the moment somebody says something crazy to me, it's going to be, and now we getting active for real, for real. So
And
I understand
okay.
that wholeheartedly. And if you can, there, because there's some things like, because at this point, at my big age, some things I'm not willing to compromise and take. I'm just not willing to do that. I understand that you are a lot younger and you are willing to accept whatever consequences come from you just being raw up with it and all of those things. Um, I, however, am not. So, it is just par for the
Mhm.
course and how we have to, as influencer and internet blogger people, have to have to craft how we appear in this particular space because there are people out there who we might think it's a key, and it's all in good fun, and it's just light shade and walk de woo and all of those other things. Other people will take that stuff to heart. They will
Mhm.
take that stuff to heart and be ready to tear you down, go find out about everything that happened in your life, and then plaster all of your business all over the place. So
Yeah.
you and like this thing with Jetwahn and Rico, while I agree, I do believe that it's gone too far at this point. However, you can't throw a punch and then get a punch thrown back at you and then start crying and talk about, look and see what he did to me. He did it in response to what you did to him. So, although I personally wouldn't say that to anybody, I'm also, I'm not mad. You defend yourself however you see fit. You gonna have to take, because the Lord ain't gonna ask me about anything that Rico did. He gonna ask me about what I did. So knowing that, there's certain things that I'm not gonna do. Because I don't want to have to explain it to the Lord at the end. Like, why did you get on there and talk about that boy's dead mama? Now you get to explain, oh, I was just being a petty bitch, and because he said this X, Y, Z, so I said this.
I just would hate.
Shuvi, if you think I'm finna watch that 17-hour live, baby, I'm sorry. I'm not going to finna watch that. I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not.
I'm just
It's
yeah.
17 hours. She was on there for almost 24 hours. This the way my life is, baby, I'm not finna.
First of
Somebody
all,
gonna have
it's
to
the
clip it
crazy
down
because
and send it to
IG
me.
will literally kick you off if you do too much. Like 70-hour live, god damn. Like, and
And
honestly, all in all, y'all, like I would just hate for Rico to end up on a shirt. I would just hate that. I would hate not no shade, like no, like taking all the like the funny out of it.
mhm.
This is I would hate for both of them to
Because both of them have the
really go into a
ability to
situation they
take it
can't get back from.
exactly.
It could really turn very violent, very serious to where people's pulling up and you don't know what they got on them.
Yep.
Because motherfuckers is not fighting nowadays.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? They not fighting. And I would hate to have any one of them, even though I don't like one of them. Um, bitch,
You
I
still
can't.
don't
Oh,
like him to
girl,
the
I
point
cannot
that
be
you
fake.
okay
I
with him
can't be
losing his
fake.
life. I I know
Child.
you, baby. I know you now. You wouldn't be if something born from this argument on the internet ended up with somebody losing their life. You would not be happy with that, even if you don't like that child.
Yeah, no shade. Even if I don't fuck with the bitch, I would hate for that person to lose his life. I would just hate. Yeah, yeah. You right. You right. Cause girls, I'm itch. Like like I have like a bad person on my shoulder right now, and he's like,
Mhm.
"Fuck that bitch. Don't care about him." The bitch. You right. You right. You right. You right. You know what I'm saying? It's
Listen.
crazy. I just want everybody to literally step away from their phones, computers,
Hmm.
any
Take a deep breath. It was
device.
just Christmas yesterday.
It was
Jesus.
just Christmas yesterday. It was. I'm definitely like literally like on my mama. Child,
Harvey,
child, wait, hold
uh-uh.
on. Not first of all, it's the fact that everybody thinking that is my brother.
Oh my
People
goodness.
literally are going on commenting about my that they think is my brother. It's not my brother. I'm so sorry.
We doing that live. He
Yeah, he's
called.
going live. He's going to go live and everything. So, Abby, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Let's go to the question because I really want to ask you because even we're going off this topic, and I want to ask you this. Let me put this back up there. Because
Okay.
Jetwahn asked some series of questions, and I want to
Hmm.
ask you your perspective on it. Because
Okay.
if anybody gonna give a perspective, it's gonna be you, and I live for your perspective. By the way, he asked a series of questions. Um, he said, y'all been saying I don't take accountability. My questions are, what do I need to take accountability for?
Who said he
Can you
doesn't take a?
answer what do
Oh,
he need to take accountability for?
I don't know I don't know what situation he's talking about. Is there a specific situation that he's talking about that he hasn't taken accountability for?
Um, Let me see.
Are we speaking on something specific or just generally all around?
About what's happening to him and how people are ganging up on him,
Who
or he
ganged
feels
up
like
on
he's being
him?
ganged up on. You know,
Who ganged up on him? Is he talking about
so why is it okay to
the
constantly
last
gang up on
episode?
Jaquan? So okay,
Who's
so one of his
constantly
questions.
ganging up on him?
Wait, because he said so. Number three is why is it okay to constantly gang up on Jaquan and no one holds the bullies accountable, but when I defend myself, I'm the problem.
Who's ganging up on you?
I'm
I
some of
need
the cast,
I need a name.
like so I see he
So
has
is
a
it ganging up
problem
on him?
with
Is they ganging up on him, or they just don't agree with his perspective of how things are?
mm,
Because that makes a difference. If it's just because if the way it feels when I'm watching the show, it's like two different things, two different realities are happening at the same time. And if you don't agree, if you don't see it, how Jatwan sees it in a completely different way than everybody else is seeing the situation. Like everybody can be like, "Oh, the dog ran across the street and got hit by the car," and then Jatwan will say, "Well, no, that boy kicked that dog into the street," and it's two totally different perspectives, and they not congruent with each other, and everybody's like, "Wait a minute, how did you jump from A to J when we back here on C?" So I I I'm sad that he feels like he's being bullied and that he's being ganged up on. I don't necessarily see it, but I don't see everything either. So maybe I'm missing something. But if it's just that they're not agreeing with his perspective of the situation, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're ganging up on him. It's just that they don't agree. And
mm,
just because you don't agree doesn't mean I have a problem with you or that we have an issue necessarily. It's just that we just don't agree on this particular topic. Now, I'm grown enough that I can disagree without being disagreeable
mm,
about the situation, which means I'm not being rude or nasty about it. We're two adults. We have two different mindsets. We have two different uh, back. All of our backgrounds are different to bring us to who the person that we are at this point. So I may not see it the way you see it, and if we can't come to a meeting of the minds, then we're just going to have to agree to disagree and move on to a different topic. That doesn't necessarily mean I have a problem with you, that I don't like you, that we have an issue, that there's beef. It's just that pro- on this particular issue, it's just that we just don't agree on what it is. And that's okay because two things can be true at the same time. Two things can absolutely be true at the same time. And it comes with a level of maturity that you eventually will get to this point. Everybody is still young. Ain't nobody I don't Everybody's still in their late 20s, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
child, I'm 30, so I don't know who's 20. Some of them think they 20, but they look 40.
Wow. Okay. Well, all right. But I'm saying, but that
And I put that on phone them.
oh my God.
Real rap,
Um,
real nigga shit, period.
you're so silly. But yeah, no, it's some of them. It comes with a level of maturity, and some people get there faster than others. But eventually, you'll get there. You'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get there. You'll learn to be able. That's how you're able to cultivate relationships that with friends that last. Like my best friend and I have been friends since I was 15. I'm
Mm,
47. We 32 years in the game with
mm,
each other. And there are certain topics that she agrees with that I don't agree with. We're two grown people. It's not going to make us fall out with each other. We're just going to agree to disagree and move on.
yeah.
And 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 it's small things. It's not like major life defining situations that y'all not agreeing on. It's small things.
Mm,
So if that's the case, it's very easy to be like, okay, well, you feel this way. This is how I feel. I'm not going to change your mind. You're not going to change my mind. We're just going to agree to disagree, and then we move on.
mm. So, how would you assess the situation between both parties, and what advice can you give Jetwahn in navigating this space a second time? Like, what advice can you give him? Like, what's your perspective on him, on his feelings, on the situation he has been in thus far?
Well, first, I need him to understand that life is not always going to be fair, and you're not always going to get your way. Um, and you have to learn to accept and navigate through what it is. If this is the space that you want to be in, if you want different results, you got to do different things. You can't do the same thing over and over again and think you're going to get a different result. That's called practicing insanity. You're
Mm,
always going to get the same result if you do the same things over and over and over again. So you got to do something different. If you see that maybe directly confronting a such and so person not is not leading to a good result, then maybe you have to change your approach with how you approach that particular person.
mm,
And sometimes it takes a couple of missteps for before you get it right, and that's expected. Those are growing pains. That's what you have to go through. If he feels like his story is not being told appropriately, this is the last season, ain't but it's over and done with at this point, except for the reunion. At this point, you just have to let the story play out how it's going to play out.
mhm,
You can't don't take none of this to heart. If you know for yourself, sometimes you just knowing you right is the win for you. Sometimes you're not going to be able to fight everybody and be no, but look at this and no, look at this and do this and do this. Sometimes to protect your peace and your mental health, you just going to have to throw your hands up and say, y'all got it. And you know what the truth is.
And you know what? That is a word, because I think that's what I've been doing thus far. You can't make you really like I have gone into a situation, and I really don't talk about it, but I'm not gonna go into details because I don't want people to feel a certain way. But there was a situation that I've been in, and I talked to Scotty about it. I definitely have to pick my battles.
Yes,
Not everything warrants a response or a back and
absolutely.
forth. It's and Scotty has taught me this. You can't make people see your side. They already have their side and they're going to stick with that. You cannot you cannot rationalize with people. It's okay to agree to disagree
Yes,
and move forward. And I think the problem with me is people think that I put out a certain type of energy and I shouldn't. And sometimes I'm like, well, I don't have that type of energy. I don't know where this coming from, but I'm sorry the person feel like that. I'ma just, we can just agree to disagree. When
Mm-hmm.
I say that, it does bring me a bit of peace to know that I'm not going to do this back and forth because you already feel the way you feel, and I understand that, and as I know that, I'm okay with you having your thoughts and your feelings, and you're not changing your feelings, and I'm definitely not changing mine
Exactly.
because it's my feelings.
Exactly.
So I wish people would be okay with agree to disagree and keep it fucking pushing. Save yourself a bit of headache.
Mm-hmm.
Save your money on Tylenol or Aleve or what the fuck is those headache medications? Like
Advil,
Advil,
Tylenol.
everything. Like I promise you, a whole a bowl of energy and the light, like it feels like the weight is lifted off, that you don't have to constantly prove your point or get the other person to see your side, because their mind is already made up.
Right.
So it's no use in trying to, so shout out to Scotty for like teaching me that, because it was always me trying to prove my point, and I got tired of it. I got
Right.
really tired of trying to prove my point,
Right.
where a person already have it
Has
in their
made up their
mind
mind.
that I'm wrong, or oh, a situation, you should do this, you should go by this, and it's like, what? And like, we can agree to disagree. Bye, girl. That's it. I throw my hands up.
Listen,
No
exactly.
shade.
Exactly. And I had to learn how to do that. I've been doing it for a long time because I had to learn to do it at age 15. I had to learn how to not take things to heart.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Dario.
Hi, Dario. Um, and not let things trigger me to the point to
Mhm.
where I get so far that I can't pull it back in. And that was an issue for me. Oh,
No,
look at Scotty jumping out the bushes.
it would be him. Oh my gosh. See, that's why I'm never giving you props again, bitch.
No,
Glad to
don't
know
give
that
it.
Aaron listens to me.
It's good
And
to.
Scotty, like, you remember when I called our phone call, girl. I called him in distress, child. So that when
It's
I got off
good to
that phone call,
always
I felt
have a
better.
sounding board.
Huh?
It's always good to have a sounding board for somebody who's gonna give you some good advice to
Mhm.
to to get you back in alignment.
And I feel like the only person that understood was him at that. Like, I think that's why I called him, and really, like, on some, this is not me. Let me just vent. I just needed somebody to vent to, and I know that he would give me the space to just vent. Let me get it all out, and let me just, cleanse myself. And he gave me some advice, really, really good advice, and I felt better. So yeah. I just want everybody to just take a second and
Right.
understand that it's okay to agree to disagree. You ain't gotta go
It
back and forth
is.
with nobody.
And as much as none of this is worth your mental health, take a step back if you have to. Especially
Yeah.
when you're especially where Jetwahn is, where it is a fresh hurt. He is just freshly thrown into this grieving process. And so
Mhm.
right now he real tender. He real tender. And rightfully so. So, take it. take a step back from all of this and be able to feel your emotions and feel your feelings and all of these things, because this was unexpected, and you need to be able to get your bearings. It done stole the rug from underneath your feet, so you need to get your feet under you and get your emotional bearings back in control. Because until you do, every little thing is you're going to be triggered by it.
Yeah.
So for the betterment of your mental health, my advice, just take a step back. Just take a step back and make sure that you are okay, and
Mm-hmm.
handle whatever you need to handle with your family and everything, and your grieving process.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just listen.
Child. That was. This was a night. This was a night.
I was confused because I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't know all of this happened because I love
Well,
y'all, but 4 hours for a live is a lot, and I get, oh, my God, on today.
cause like child, I just came from the movie seeing The Color Purple, and I was literally in great spirits, and I was about to do another video, video to prepare for, and I literally went to his stories and I saw this and I actually read it and I was like, what? Oh, you back doing this again? Let me just go live, cause and then when I put it up, and Nicole literally DM'd me quickly. With the quickness, it was like, girl, stay out of it. Like, yada, yada, yada. This has nothing to do with you. Yada, yada. I was like, girl, I know it don't have nothing to do with me, but this bitch need to be put on notice about his whatever he got going on, because I feel like it's more. So I truly feel that something literally mentally going on with Rico. I feel like he's not okay. Somebody needs to reach out to him. I don't know if he has friends in his corner, but somebody needs to really take him and really like do something with him
Hmm.
before he I don't want whatever they got going on to go bad.
Right.
And like you said, we listen. It's not even that. Come on.
It's not. It's not worth. It's not worth.
Yeah.
It's not worth all of that. I don't. I need them to go to their separate corners and leave each other alone at this point. Just leave each
Listen.
other alone.
The reunion is literally in January. That's when y'all will see each other. If y'all want to get it in before the reunion, get it in. Get
Listen,
touched up after. Get touched up after y'all squabble. Get your little touch ups. Get your little Maybelline or your little scrapes and bruises or whatever, busted lips or whatever. Do y'all big one.
listen.
Get yourselves a little 30 minute, little 60, you know. Squab it out real quick. Put your makeup
Um,
back on,
I
get your
don't
outfit.
even think they need to do all of that. Just leave each other alone at this point. Uh, like
Yeah,
y'all
because y'all
can,
know what it is. Y'all know what it is already. I agree.
right?
Y'all already know what it is. So yeah, I agree.
Not bumping purses, patches. First of all,
So
well, no, Tonka. I definitely remember Tonka doing a live and saying he wasn't coming to the reunion, and I don't think he changed his mind unless he changed his mind in the 17-hour live.
honestly
I don't
don't
think
think it's
I
not
don't think
coming to
he.
the reunion. They better come. No shade. Because
I I
literally
I thought
most of the
Tonka
drama,
did a live and said he wasn't coming. He
he
said
said he wasn't coming.
he said he wasn't coming.
Oh, you gotta be
You
shitting
right,
me.
Tracy. I'm sorry. She said she wasn't coming. I'm
Oh
sorry, Tonka. I didn't mean to misgender
no.
you. But yeah,
Hey Tracy.
she said she wasn't coming.
No, he needs to come. Like, what the fuck?
Uh,
Wait, is
so
that mean King Kang and Tonka's not coming?
I don't know about King Kane. I
Because
know
if Tonka's
Tonka
not coming, you
said
think
she
King
not
coming?
coming. I think King Kane will come whether Tonka comes or not,
I mean,
because Kane is the king of mess, so he gonna come for the mess.
and no shade, I want to see what the fuck is in that binder.
Patches said she confirmed she was coming on another live, or maybe it was part of the 17 hours. She changed her mind. I don't know.
Oh, I keep forgetting that she's a she. I'm sorry. I'm
Yes,
so sorry.
yeah.
Did I say the H
No,
word?
I did, and
Okay.
Tracy corrected me
Okay, good. I thought I
because I
misgendered a
forgot
person.
because I had
Said on her
it's
live that
so
she was coming to
easy.
the reunion. This will be the last time you see me doing this. As speaking on the topic, he said quickly, I will be at the reunion. Okay, good.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
good. No shame.
I'm
What's your
I'm
thoughts
down.
about we first of all, the Kiki panel, y'all, the Kiki panel will be Thursday. We will go live and we're gonna talk about everything that has gone on over the past few weeks because multiple people has went live. And when I say multiple, bloggers versus cast members, the whole shebang. We're gonna talk about every freaking thing Thursday. So we could get ready for the next one. I think we're gonna be in New Year's. Are you looking forward to 2024, Ebby?
I guess my husband better show up or it's gonna be a problem.
Child, I might have some dick over for
Oh wow.
2025. Yeah. I'm gonna go into this new year with dick.
Oh wow. I'm gonna be at church. So praise the Lord.
I'm probably gonna get some booty and bring it into the New Year's. I'm gonna have somebody over and let's fuck into the New Year's.
Oh wow.
Purr. That's my type of shit, child. Yes, let's fuck
Jesus.
into the New Year's. Yes,
Amen.
sir. Yes, ma'am.
Amen. I'm not mad because I've
Chill.
done that before. I just okay,
Uh,
amen. You do whatever
Taz,
you
don't
want to
don't
do, honey.
Taz, don't give me them eyes, child. Don't give me them eyes. You already know how I feel.
Uh-oh.
Mm, Auntie, close your ears, Auntie. Close your ears.
Oh my God.
Close your ears, Auntie. Close your ears.
Oh,
Come up, Scotty.
now I heard Scotty just cussed out Rashida.
Oh, Rashida,
Oh,
Scotty, I'm gonna cuss that bitch out too, cause bitch, we team K Michelle over here. No shade.
Baby, you are such a whore.
oh.
You know what? A whore knows a whore. Thank you, boo.
What does that mean?
And
He
we
said
know each
he
other.
said birds
We
of a
see
whore
each
feather flock
other.
No,
together.
we don't. See,
We see each other.
you listening to Carl too much. You need to stop listening to him.
Yeah, Carl's my boo. When I
You
tell
need to
you,
stop listening to Carl.
Y'all are goofy.
Carl's my spirit animal.
Nah, Scotty, how bad did you cuss that lady out?
Cuss who out?
Rashida.
I didn't cuss her out, girl.
Okay, see, I can tell you lying by the sound of your voice. I can tell that's a lie. That's what the talking figures. That means you cussed her out real bad. Okay.
Girl, I didn't cuss her out, girl. It was a nice live, though. I had a great time. I was in rare form. Mm.
I bet you was.
And you know
Listen.
what? You know
I
what? I would have
listen, it
loved
was the
every
comment,
moment.
it was the shade room comments that took me out. Because when I saw that, I said, see, and they somebody said, and that's why Kirk is a bottom, and some other I tried, it was a whole lot. I said, oh God. Talk about that's her karma. Talk about that for not apologizing.
And
That
don't, first of all, ain't Kirk got some charges on him? Got some
oh,
allegations against him?
does he?
I don't
Got
know.
some.
I
I'm
ain't,
just, we don't want to bring that to light, child.
listen.
He
Okay.
might. He might
Listen,
have charges.
first of all, it's the fact that all these girls is ganging up on my bitch while she's like in music mode and country music mode. Like y'all need to back the fuck up on
That's
my
what I'm
mom.
She
saying. Like, leave her alone now.
she gonna write a
She's
country music
quiet. She's
song cussing
quiet.
y'all out. Keep it up.
Leave her alone.
See,
Don't
Shut
wake
that's
up,
her
that's
up.
what
Billy.
she
I
gonna
tell
do.
people all the time, don't wake her up. You don't want her to get on live and start cussing y'all hoes out. Leave her alone.
And
That's
you
what I'm
don't.
saying.
Leave her alone.
Even though I would enjoy it intensely. Leave that girl alone. Leave that lady alone, please.
Oh my God, I
That's
can't.
a double entendre. Has been for years. You was a has been for years.
Can Aaron, I need to tell you something while we up here.
Hey, Booka Book.
Okay, so I've really been enjoying your last few videos. Like, cause I've been at home and I ain't, I've been at home for Christmas and stuff like that. And I was watching your last few videos that you did. I'm like, I love this. Like I love your video that you did about Jason Lee and Armand. I thought it was really, really good. And then
Girl, did you wait? Hold on. Did you see how a bitch said that I'm a Wiley 2.0?
yeah, I did see that.
Bitch,
I
I
saw
was disrespected. Abby, a bitch disrespected me. Said I'm a Wiley 2.0. Bitch, I will never forget that her. I
that.
will never forget that her. Hey, Sean.
Yes,
Hey
I saw
y'all.
that. But I
Hey
like
everybody. Happy holidays.
oh shit, I
Hey,
didn't even see Sean
baby.
up here. My
Hey,
bad. I'm just
happy
talking.
holidays, Booka Book.
Hey Sean.
Hey, really B.
You be killing me calling people Buka, but I don't know where the fuck you get that from, but it'd be funny as hell.
I
Yeah.
can't with neither one of y'all.
But yeah, you were saying, Scotty, I'm
But
sorry.
I was saying I love your last few videos that you've been doing. Like I like the one you did about Jay Moore. That one was really, really good too. I'm like, come on, Aaron, with the content.
Okay, that's what I've been saying too. I've been glued in. I really came over here because I wanted to see what's the verdict on Jetwahn. What made him write this letter? I thought that they made up on the long live stream that they did like a couple of days ago. I'm like, what's going on?
Child, let me say, he said he apologized. It gave very much, oh, I'm giving an apology, then I'm gonna take it back, then give it again, then take it right back, child. That's what the note said to me, and that's
Now,
what
what
I
I'm gonna say, and I don't want to get in nobody business because I like to mind my business because I like people getting my business. But when these girls, these talented girls, and I'm not just speaking for Chasing Atlanta, I'm speaking for the entire community, even myself, even everybody. When when we do things like this, and we make up or we do an apology, and yes, things do go, some things do be a little extreme, and I understand that. But when it's time to walk in these big exec rooms, like with music executives and major networks of television and all of these things, right? And sometimes these producers and these executives, or these they say that I can't work with this person because they're so unhinged and we don't know which way they will go. And we say that because of the things that we've seen or things that came across our desk. Don't get upset when people start telling you that, or when people don't give you that chance because of some of the unhinged things or unhinged actions that they do. And I'm not just saying that in this particular situation, I'm saying that in
For any
many
situation.
situations, because it comes to a point where yes, I understand and I empathize and sympathize with you on so many different levels, but it becomes a little bit tacky and tasteless when you continue to do it on social media, when you are on web reality shows and you have an amazing catalog of music and artistry and web personality and things like that. And when you want people to give you a chance or a big break, and they see that you can become a little unhinged on a web reality platform, who gonna take you serious, and who's to say that you're not gonna go a little bit more extreme or overboard in the real world? Now, I'm not saying that you can't do that, because we see the Krishans and the blue faces, and it works for them. But we have to also understand that we are not heterosexual. We are black and queer, And when we do things like this that can be seen or viewed as, a little bit overboard or unhinged, it tends to kind of taint our reputations in a way that if we do walk in these rooms, people are going to look at us and with a more of a frown versus them, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Definitely agree. Definitely.
I agree.
So I like that's what I was. So when I was reading that letter, like that's what I got from it because I'm like, I was just reading it as a person. If I have to put myself in the shoes of an executive or a producer, and I'm like, this boy has the talent, but do I want to deal with somebody that could possibly be more of a liability on my behalf versus a real good addition. Now I know he has the creative skills and all of that stuff, but when it comes to bitch, I give him a budget and he start clearing all the tea about my business. It's gonna be like, do I really want to have to deal with it? It's a gamble, right? And sometimes, some people will do that gamble on you, depending on just it just depends, but it's like just basically I'm not saying like don't burn your bridges, but it's like it's always a smart and constructive way to do things versus always having to go to because like come on, it's the holidays. We just had Christmas was yesterday. You releasing that that statement after y'all done just did a live. I thought that y'all would, it kind of becomes like, okay, you kind of probing the situations to reopening it. And it's already a fresh wound already. But it's like, damn, you reopening that wound. Now I see if you didn't do the live.
The
I see if
same
you
wool
didn't do the
flame,
back and
the same
forth.
fucking wool flame. I'm sorry, I had to.
Right, I see if the back and forth banter didn't occur, then I would be like, okay, that's very smart. That's very, big. But it's like, damn, y'all done already went, both of y'all went low. Below went to hell and then come back out of that bitch. But it's like, sometimes save it. Like, I don't know.
Child, Scotty, what you got to say about the whole ordeal?
I'd rather not.
I understand.
And I say that from a place of love because I know, people gonna come back and watch it and be like, well, bitch, stay your big head ass out the goddamn business. And I don't, and I'm not in a business because I don't pick nobody's sides because I feel like, we all have a common goal. And we all know what that is. I don't have to continue to say that, and it doesn't have to be said because we know what it is. But I feel like we have to kind of start holding ourselves accountable for things. And I mean, he did say that in his thing, but we also have to hold ourselves personally accountable for our actions and the words that we say, just for our near dear future and what the future beholds. Because Jetwahn, we were born amazingly talented. We don't have to say that because we say it every time that we talk about him. But it's like, when what people say about um K Michelle or like other people in the music industry, they be like, oh my gosh, they ooze the talent, right? But some people just crazy as hell, and it's like it's really a gamble if you're gonna sit right there and work with them. Like Kaya, a perfect example. The bitch mouth is fucking disgusting, but the bitch is hilarious. The bitch gonna give you a cute little bop to sway your head to. But it's like I ain't finna work with that crazy ass unhinged ass hoe. And that's what people gonna say. And I don't want people to say that about Jatun. I ain't finna work with that crazy bipolar schizophrenic unhinged ass punk. But she
Stop,
talented.
folk.
I
But
get, but I do understand what he says because I mean that's why I try to handle myself with a little bit the way that I handle myself and when it comes down to conflict because I don't want to be seen arguing with people and going back and forth with people and doing all that. And that's why I tend to um handle conflict the way that I handle it. I could go low like everybody else can. I could read somebody down the way everybody else can, but I choose
yeah,
not to because
You
of the
definitely have read me.
this ain't about you. But
Uh-oh.
Because in
um,
our society, if we continuously do it, like just because they stepped on the mustard seed of ours, we're so quick, we're so easily to be like described as an unhinged person when it comes to our reads or our digs or the stuff that we do versus anybody else. And I'm not saying that, Jetwahn is unhinged. I think that Jetwahn is a good person, and I talk to him, and his viewpoints is extremely valid. But it's like, if you keep going, keep going, keep going, use your platform, use YouTube, use TikTok, use all of that and prophesize off of it, and use the reunion to use all of those things that you have to kind of monetize off of it versus be something to release the press
Oh, really,
statement like I
baby?
got
Are
my
you my
PR.
hey, really
Hey
big.
y'all, can y'all hear me?
Hey.
Yeah,
daddy? Hear
Yeah.
you.
but I have this. I be having this conversation with really be all the time about how I be very much so, because there was a time where I didn't give a damn what I said and how I was viewed. But
Hmm.
things began to change once things started to happen for me. Like
Yes.
people are literally, and Aaron knows this, really B knows this, Ebby knows this. People, people that are important are watching me. So and watching every little thing that I'm doing. So therefore, I can't be on here on people's panels screaming through my mic or screaming through my phone or screaming at a screen at a person that I'll probably never see in life. So, you know what I mean? I ain't doing it, and people can call it whatever they want to call it, but I hold back a lot on people. And I choose to do that because I'm not finna fuck up nothing that I got going on for nobody else. And I don't want to be seen that way.
Yes, I agree, Scotty. Because I know, and I like to use myself as an example. Like last season, my mouth was a little reckless, and I said some stuff
No.
that I regret. It was a lot. It was a lot, and very tasteless, like very tacky of me, and I own that. And I apologize for it. But it's like because I seen myself in that light, and I never did that before. I know kind of how to work around that now for the better, for the better judgment of myself, and also for like what you said, Scotty, like for these people, these executives, these people that are way high up that's looking at me, they can give me an opportunity where whether it's a DM, a phone call away, and I want to make sure that I'm best prepared. I'm mentally and physically equipped for whatever their calling is. And I know that without a shadow of a doubt, that if they went to bat for me in their executive meeting, that they want me to do that for them, that I'm going to give them the best 15, the best 20, the best 60 seconds that they gave me.
So I have a question. Hi everybody. Hey.
Hey, really?
Merry
Hey,
Christmas to
love.
everybody if I hadn't
Merry
talked to you or what
Christmas.
have you. I apologize that I'm late. I'm not asking y'all to repeat everything, but can I just get the cliff notes? What the hell did happen now?
Well,
Child.
so here's what happened.
Uh-oh.
So in the 17-hour cut into 8.5 hour chunk live that Willa did over the last 24 hours, at one point Willa, Tonka, Rico, and Jetwahn was in the boxes. And apparently uh, Jetwahn said to Rico, I'm going to have my brothers come and unalive you. And Rico said, F your brothers. And then Jetwahn said, well, one of my brothers just passed away. And Rico said, well, F your dead brother.
Mm.
So then Detwan wrote this letter, open letter on his page about not people being held accountable for their actions and being held accountable for being bullies and ganging up on him and things of that nature. And
What?
my standpoint was just like the thing had when it happened with Erica Mena and she called that girl a blue monkey. You cannot dictate how somebody responds to the disrespect that you give them.
Yes.
You
And
can't.
I agree with Erica in that little argument. No shade. I was on Team Erica.
I
Sorry.
Of course
I
you were. Of course you were,
I
Aaron.
was as well because if you put your mouth on my children, Me calling you a monkey will be the slightest thing that I do to you.
Okay, well, I'm not going back down that road, but
I'm gonna let y'all have that
Well,
one.
I'm
let's
about
move
to say I
along.
ain't going back down that road because we've had that conversation. So here's my, I really be trying to. I'm like Scotty. I really be trying to just hold my mule on some of this stuff because if y'all really knew how I really felt about some of the stuff, but here's what behooves me. Shout out to
Oh,
Darren.
Not behoove.
Right. Because here's what behooves me. So you can go on your platform and say whatever you want to say. You can even threaten to have somebody unalived, but when they respond, now they're the bully.
that's
Oh, okay,
that's all I'm saying, Loretta.
okay,
You
got it.
can't.
I just want to make sure I understand. And here's the thing: I'm not even going to say that there aren't times where I think Rico is wrong because we all know that I feel that there are times when Rico is wrong. But in this instance, I'm not quite sure what Rico was supposed to like. I don't know. I mean, do I think it was nice for him to say that? No, it wasn't. I mean, the boy just lost his brother, but you literally just said you was going to have your brothers come and do something to me. Like, anyway, whatever. Okay, I got it now. I got the cuff notes. I got it. Okay.
And
Yeah,
that was,
it's
and the reason why I literally made this video because I didn't even see that live. Because I
Oh
have,
my God,
I have
that live was 4,672 hours long, and they were still talking about the same shit at the end of that live that they started off talking about at the beginning of that live.
Yeah,
I was confusion.
and really, I have Rico blocked, so I can't really see anything that he has anyway. So nothing comes across my desk, and I like to have it that way. You know what I'm saying? I
You
like
gotta
to have it
protect your
that way.
peace.
I
Yeah,
have to
protect your
protect my peace.
peace.
So I'm glad that I blocked him. I don't see none of that fucking live. But the reason why I went live is because I'm not going to stand by and watch somebody keep being disrespectful to people that are not here any longer. That was my reason for going live and talking about the situation. I didn't need Jetwahn to tell me to talk about the situation. I saw it and I was totally what? Fuck that. I'm going live because the motherfucker did it to me. You know what I'm saying?
I just think everybody needs to shut up until the reunion. That's just what I think. I just think
I would
everybody.
love that. Honestly, I would love that. Stop going live. I'm so tired of
And my thing is,
watching
all these people
live.
that got so much to say are the same ones that's like, I'm not coming to the reunion. But you got so much to say.
Yeah,
I'm confusion.
I just want everybody to just peel yourself off of your phone or whatever device and just wait till January.
Someone in
Okay,
someone in the
that's fine.
comments said that the comment about Jetwahn saying that his brothers was gonna unalive oh boy was after it was said to F your brother. That's so they said he said
Oh,
that
so
after
Rico said that first, and then that was his response.
according to the comment because I didn't see that
Well,
live.
I didn't
I
see the live
didn't
either,
see it
and
either.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, he, it's like I said, I agree with you, really. B. I believe that everybody should just stop talking, and I know that I'm not in no position to say anything because I said something about somebody dead grandma
but you
definitely
know
was in
what
the
though?
wrong.
But
Yeah,
Sean, you
Oh, and
did.
you said
Let's
you was
be.
gonna slap the
yeah,
grandmother too.
You
yeah. I
did. You
did.
did. Sean, okay, so listen. So let's use you as an example then, since you're here. You absolutely did. And you in the moment you felt it, you stood on it, right? But
Yeah,
what I also remember you doing was coming back around once you had calmed down, once you had assessed it, you came back around and you apologized. I also remember that you came to the reunion and you stood in whatever you needed to stand in. And if it was something you felt you were wrong, you apologized. And if it was something you felt like you didn't, you doubled down on it, but you stood in it and you showed up to the reunion. My
yeah,
problem, and maybe I'm biased because I really do love Dario, but my problem is y'all have imploded the second half of the season. You
yeah,
told the whole whatever's
yeah.
going to happen over the next 4 episodes. Y'all
Hmm.
done told everything,
No
and
shade.
now Right. And now everybody talking about, well, not everybody, but a lot of people are like, well, I ain't coming to the reunion. So
Hey, El Teddy.
excuse my
So now
language,
you
you
done broke the integrity of the show. The integrity
exactly,
of the show has
you
been
didn't effed
broken.
up everything. And then you won't even give Andario the respect of giving him a full reunion. That's my issue. Like, and I get it that it kicked off and some people felt like they had to defend themselves. I understand that. But you can defend yourself without telling everything that's going to happen over the next 4 episodes. You can defend yourself without getting into all of that. And again, that is my issue. And that's my issue with the whole cast. And if you don't like it, and if it don't apply, listen, if you ain't one of them people, then it don't apply to you.
Yeah.
It don't. But if you one of
Is
them
that
people that's like, oh, that came down here and exploded the what's going on, and now you like, and I ain't coming. And again, that's only like 2 or 3 people that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So if it don't apply, let it fly. But that is my issue. That is my biggest issue. Is now everybody like, oh, I ain't coming to the reunion, but you done been live 5,000 times.
And
oops.
it's still love. And it's
Oh.
still love for everybody on the cast. For me, it's just that, like I
Well,
said when
maybe
I
not
first
everybody
came
for
in
me, but
here,
that's okay.
it's just like
Me neither. No
don't get
shade.
upset when it's when people or like you trying to get a chance to really break through that glass ceiling to really make it mainstream, whether it's your artistry, whether it's TV personality, in so many different areas, and people look at these old clips of you on a web reality show and you were quote unquote unhinged. You can't expect to be at the big grown people's dinner table when you can barely contain yourself at the kiddie table, if that makes sense. And I that's my personal belief for myself and for everybody else that's a part of this community, because you don't know who's watching you. Our community is already so big. And the fact of the matter is that Carlos King watched this, hint, hint, wink, wink, and y'all girls want to be these girls, and y'all want me to take y'all serious, but y'all do shit like this on social media.
Yeah,
Then
because listen,
what you
just
supposed to do with
quoting
it?
that housewives is not gonna take you very much far. No shade.
Yeah,
You quoting Nene Leak phrases and you taking Nene Leak's words and Sheree and Kim, that shit ain't gonna get you far. You
Yeah,
that girl,
I don't. I'm reading the comments, and I know Tracy, so I trust what Tracy is saying. Tracy said she was there, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with she my mod, so I
To be
respect.
she my mind too, honey, and she be
And
there
if
for every
Tracy say
damn
it,
thing.
Tracy, if
Jaquan
Tracy
did nothing wrong. It was all Rico.
if
shout
Tracy
out to
say she was there
Tracy.
and she said it, Tracy, I believe which and no disrespect to anybody else in the chat. I just know Tracy. She's my
I
mod,
live for
and
Tracy.
I know.
Yes,
Listen,
Listen,
like
it's
she my
up
Tracy,
for
mind too,
listen.
honey.
listen, Tracy is it's up for anybody. Like no shade. Tracy would get in there with anybody. I
So
love you.
If Tracy said that the way it happened, and I'm gonna go on the way that she said it happened. But again, my issue doesn't. I mean, my opinion doesn't change on the reunion piece of it.
Yeah,
At this point, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. At this point, I don't care nothing about these lives. I don't care who said what. I mean, it is what it is. To be perfectly honest, in my opinion, Kane started all of this shit,
he
and
did.
that
He definitely did.
Ooh,
He did.
And you see that motherfucker chilling, right?
He
He
started
ain't
all
said
all
that
his
shit.
boys
nothing.
chilling. He
Ain't
had to
said
say shit.
nothing.
He
First of
started
all,
all
wait,
that shit,
Willie
being a
D.
drunken fool, and I will say this, and I don't care, and I might have a vendetta against him. I don't give a fuck. They should have left his ass in the grass after season 2 of Chasing Dallas, and they should have never gave him a chance to motherfucking be on Chasing Atlanta, because the bitch wasn't entertaining. She wasn't
Ooh,
sickening. She stirred
ooh,
up mess. And the bitch
ooh,
still don't have no motherfucking sex toy line. That
ooh,
parlay look a fucking mess. And
ooh,
girl, and the real gag is, bitch, I helped the bitch do that tacky ass motherfucking logo. I helped
ooh,
the bitch do her website. So bitch,
ooh,
she really should be thanking me and Fiverr and my
oh,
for sending her that. Now I will say that about her, since she wanted to sit right there and be nasty like that, because you done broke the integrity of these folks show with your old $2 ass, and now you over there shacking up with Tonka up in DC. You're dirty for that. And he don't get no cool points. She done traveled from Texas to motherfucking Atlanta now to DC. Girl, you know what they said about a homeless man, honey? He just gonna house hop till he
Oh,
can't no more, like a jet rabbit.
oh, oh, oh my
God.
God.
Oh,
Now I will
Son,
say that.
oh,
son, remember, Kane is coming on
Oh
the Q
girl.
channel, and he's gonna have a lot to address.
Well,
Oh,
You Booka Book. Okay?
I
Let's
can add on
oh.
to
let's
that.
let's Lord.
Sean just
You know
cleared
what? Let me
the
shut up.
whole.
Go ahead,
I
Sean.
don't have
You
nothing
know
else to say.
what?
What
yeah,
is
Matter of
no, he
fact,
that?
dirty because he
you know
dirty for
what?
that.
I'm not
Because
gonna police
you
you
done
too
went
much.
on these folks show for their last final season and done broke the whole integrity of it when they actually had a good sitting cast without your old dirty ass. Now that ain't
Oh,
right. That ain't right. That ain't right
oh,
for real. Cause you just could have been
oh,
a friend of the show. Really. You could have just popped in, did your little shade, and popped right back out. Because you didn't serve no substance to this season now that we know that it's only 4 episodes left.
oh,
You didn't turn it. I
oh.
don't even know why the Atlanta girls even gave you a little tiff of an argument because you what the reads was not sticking. They weren't landing. You called the
Okay,
girls
y'all, I'm back.
boring.
I don't know what y'all was
It
saying.
wasn't.
Oh my.
Who are the TTB minions? Who are you speaking of, Julia
Queens
or
are all
Jalea? I don't know
that's
who
what
that
we
is.
have Kane to deal with.
I want to know who the TTB minions are. I was just concerned. I was just curious who she was speaking of.
I think they're just speaking in general.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Because
Well, you
I
have to
don't
be
think
paid
anybody
to be a
said
minion,
anything.
correct?
I don't think anybody up here said anything negative about Jetwahn. So that's why I think they speak in
But
general.
I know
Oh,
why
I
he was.
got
I
you.
know why they
I'm
let
just
him on Chasing
asking. You would have
Atlanta.
to be paid to be a minion, correct?
He was begging. He was begging, and Dario gave him a chance. Mm. This. Mm.
Yikes.
But wait, really, B, I want to ask you something. So
Mm-mm,
there was a
mm-mm.
question. What?
Because it's about to be messy. Because I know you, Aaron.
Oh
What?
God,
What
here
you
I
want
we
to
would
go.
ask me?
never put you in mess.
What you want?
Oh,
What you
not
want,
you
Aaron?
been,
What you
not
want?
you
Okay, so
lying.
One of Jatwan's question, and I asked Ebby this. One of his questions was, why is there no outrage or no blogger slash journalist, all in quotes, reporting how low and disgusting this is? Why have
Because I don't read.
nobody?
If you okay, so if he's speaking on me, I'll speak to that for me. I don't. I have not reported on any of these lives. If you look at my channel, I review the show. El Teddy, Abby, and myself, we do a panel. If we decide to discuss some of the side stuff when we do our panel, that is it. I don't do lives reviewing any of the lives. I haven't spoken on any of it. So
Right.
that would be the reason. I don't have any outrage to discuss because I haven't spoken to any of it. The only live I did this season regarding any of it was because Rico addressed me specifically, and so I specifically addressed him back. Other than that, so that would be that's the answer from me. I don't. You have not seen me do a live responding to anything anybody has said all season. If it's
Mhm.
not on the show, I ain't talking about it.
You
Well,
right
we
about
did.
that?
Well, no, I did live about Rico going left on us at the beginning of the season.
Right, because we were specifically named because it was about us.
You
True.
definitely did. You definitely did. You
True.
know.
Yeah, but
You know.
but
And
again,
if I can add to that, we're not necessarily bloggers in a sense, like we're mainly YouTubers and we talk about certain things. And honestly, web reality really isn't our
Main
audience like that anyway.
main
So
content
so
like
we
others.
wouldn't really talk about it no way. Like we did, like when we did the chasing panel this past Wednesday, we did talk about a lot of the lives that happened because it was, specific to chasing, but that's the only time that I'll talk about it on my platform. I don't make videos about this. You know what I mean? So I leave
Mhm.
that to you, Aaron, or Harviana, or somebody
Oh
like
no, child. You listen, y'all know that
Mm-mm.
I bits and pieces, child. I'll talk about it, but not like it has to be something worthy of me to talk about. Like I talked
mhm.
about the whole the whole Jay situation with the Tonka, talked about that. And didn't I talk about something else? What did I talk about? Oh, and I did this. This was the only two that I talked about. with the chasing reality. But other than that, it's Kiki panel all day. Because I could give
Yeah,
a
I
fuck about
mean,
somebody's lives. Because I choose
right.
I protect my
So
peace.
yeah. Yeah, that's it for that. I didn't do any. We didn't do any interviews this season. If anybody pay attention, I didn't do any interviews this season. Normally, we'll interview the people. Like, remember Sean? We interviewed y'all from
Mm-hmm.
Dallas. I didn't do any
Yeah,
interviews this
that's
season. I
true.
just reviewed this show, and that was it. I think
Because
Scotty only did Dominique. You only interviewed Dominique, right?
yeah, that's the only person we interviewed. And then
Yeah.
I think Seven came on our panel one night, and I think who else came? I know Dominique came one night, and one more other person came one night as well. But that's about it. You know, we ain't really got to do no interviews this season besides Dominique.
Yeah. So I reviewed the show, and that is it.
Yeah, I think we just have to leave it at that because child, when they get off these shows and they go live, it's
But
too
at
much.
this point, I don't even know if we're even gonna do any more interviews besides
Right.
at this point now. So I don't know.
No, I really
Yeah.
would like to have Kane because child, I think the only person I'm actually interested in interviewing and no shade is Kane. Kane and who else?
Okay, ain't gonna do.
I would
Shut
rather
up!
I would
Shut
rather
up!
like
Shut
I
up!
would
Shut
rather
up!
talk about Tonka. I
I
would
do know.
really
I do
like
know.
to
I
talk
will
about
be
Tonka.
mute because when he do come for that panel, because I do not want to go back and forth.
Child, no girl, you better give it what you give. No shade, give
But
that
I feel like
energy.
I'm not doing that because I mean, Kane is I don't know. Like, I still have love for him because I want to see everybody win. And my thing is with
So
Kane,
what your
you
ass
done
said.
already done. You playing with my CEO money. That's playing with playing with our goddamn brand money that could possibly affect my chances of where I need to be going and the stairs I need to be climbing. So once you
Ooh,
start doing that, I really don't have nothing to say to you
okay. The
because
stairs I'm trying to climb.
yeah, like I really don't have nothing to say to him in that particular realm because I'm not on Chasing Atlanta. When I do the panel with the Kiki panel with you and Harvey on, I'm talking as a viewer, and I always say I'm saying stuff with love and what I would want to see as a viewer, not anything to bash or harm anybody. And I don't want to go down that road weekend because me as a viewer, my statement still stand. I rarely see anything about you in this sex toy line. You haven't showed us none of your real products. You only showed us pictures that you got off of Alibaba, AliExpress, and all of the other things of the things.
Mm, mm.
Did
Yeah.
anybody purchase? Did anybody purchase? Because I'm not gonna lie. If maybe it's just me. I want somebody to buy it, purchase it, and tell me did it go through because I'm a little apprehensive about purchasing things.
Like where's your
I
like
Does
we
want
want
him
to
to be
see
does
the
he
we
have a
want to
successful,
see
but I
the
want
website?
a little
product.
bit,
Like I
you
want to see
know.
you I want you to have your passion party and show us the product. I want you to instead of having to collab with somebody that did promo for, you should be able to do your own. This your own business. I am King Kane LLC. Like you don't have to collab with nobody to do no passion party, boo. Fund your own shit.
And no shade. Like DC is known for having the girls,
I
you
thought he
know, the
paid the man to
leathers,
do
the freaky girls, the
I'm so
kinky girls.
confused.
Wait, say that again, Abby. I'm sorry.
I could have sworn the conversation that he had with that Christopher Benoit man was to hire him to do the party.
I
Yes,
think
to
he
do the
does
party.
do the
Yes, that's what
party.
it was.
But I
That's what it
think, but
was.
remember, the season's not over, you guys. I think he does do the party. Now, whether you can buy any of the products, I have
He
no
does.
idea.
So Scotty, would you be the first to purchase a sex toy from King Kang LLC?
I did say that I would to support him. I did say that.
Oh, can you please make the first purchase and tell me how it goes so I can purchase too?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's like if you have, because the business, because I mean, we already know that this was filmed months prior, so it kind of bets like to me, like everybody like where the blog at, where the blog at, like where the website, where the website. That's what he was saying about me. So wait, where the website? Where's the toys?
Yeah,
Where
the
are the
website is
deal
up
doors?
because I
Where
Well, when
are the
you
actually
most
interview
visited
him,
the
make
real?
sure you
website.
ask him. When you interview him, you ask him, Chad.
I actually saw the website. The website is actually okay. Like
Well,
it's
I'm looking at it right
it's a
now,
beginner
and I'm
website.
looking at it right now, and the same pictures that he have on his Instagram, on his business page, is the same pictures that he got on there. I feel like these. If you're gonna show us a product, you have to do your own photo shoot with your own models of your own toys.
First is so messy.
Because it's your product. You basically giving us that you the middleman between your distributor or your manufacturer, and we just pre-ordering it from you, girl.
Tracy.
You know what? That's when I would get the.
I'm unmod her.
I get that membership. Scotty, I'll get your membership. No shade if you do it.
Also, it take me to review a sex toy for you to subscribe to my membership. That's some
No,
bull.
I was gonna support regardless. I still gotta get yours. I still gotta get Really Bees because I want to get into the tea with I want to get to that tea with her and Miss Wiley. Cause Really Bee, they called me
Who?
Wiley
You,
2.0.
Who and Miss Wiley?
Now they called me
It ain't no
Wiley
T.
2.0.
Listen, y'all stop listening to these people. There's no T.
nah, you said
Now
that
with your members only.
you did a video cursing him out one time and you put it in
That
membership.
video is 3 years old. Will y'all stop talking about that video?
Doesn't
But I never
matter.
seen.
I
I
would
never
like the
seen it,
record
honey.
to
So
reflect.
I
never
didn't listen. All I did was I politely asked Wiley to get out of my chat. That's
Use
it.
a polite lie. That's not what you said. You said
That's
Wiley,
it. All
get
I
the
asked that
fuck.
man. All I asked that man to do was get out my chat. That's it.
You said if you don't get
Trey
your
writes your
one-eyed
child
ass the
never
fuck
could
out of my
read.
chat, I know better.
I mean, that's no lie. So because I read the fuck out of him, and he talked about my deceased mom. It is what it is.
well,
Wait, I'm promoting the memberships. How I get fired?
cause you messy girl.
Cause Tracy messy as hell. She knows she is.
She messy, baby.
Not a polite
Especially
lie.
with Bendo in my chat, she get real messy then.
Uh-oh.
But
El
no shade,
Teddy.
Scotty. I get it. Like just review it. Test it out on
El
yourself or
Teddy, if
test it out on
you
your
don't
man.
go sit down somewhere.
El Teddy messy too.
He sure
You
is.
gonna tell it
Messy
on her.
ass.
El Teddy real messy.
Cause see now y'all done brought this man name up. So now the next time he go live, y'all know how he is. You know he gonna say some smart shit. And we have been coexisting for years, and he ain't bothered me, and I ain't bothered him.
Really be when I tell you I watched the video with him and Armand, bitch. When I tell you that bitch, Wally is not all there, baby.
He not.
He's so weird.
He not. And
Like,
he
this person-
listen and see y'all about to shut up. Shut up, really be. Shut up.
This
like
is why
You on the
Scotty
the
be
way
silent on these
he
type of
had
on these type of
Armand.
subjects, so he would not. So this is why Scotty be silent on these kind of subjects, or Scotty name would not be brought to no
Well,
bullshit.
I'll
So I'm
speak it,
gonna be
child. Just let me
quiet.
do all the talking because I really could give a fuck.
Oh, I'm gonna let you do it,
Uh,
honey. You got it, honey. You got it.
Child, like I looked at that video. You had Armand. First of all, you've been shooting at Armand for a while. Armand graces your channel. It tells you why he has a gripe with you. And you constantly reiterate the same thing over and over to him and then try to bring other content creators in on it just to make your point valid, which is really not valid. I'm like, you had this. The fact that Armand played into it more than for 10 minutes is gag worthy for me. You literally gave this man about 2 hours of your time.
Listen, Wiley and
Probably out.
Armand
I
have
don't
been
know.
beefing since I've been on YouTube. So that is just the dance that they dance, child.
Well, shout out to
Child.
Armand for giving me one of my biggest interviews this year. Shout out to Armand.
That was a good interview too. That was a really good interview with Armand, you and Armand. That was a good one.
I
Good one.
definitely watched that one. You did a great job on that. You did a very great job.
Tessa, don't do too much now, baby.
Ooh.
From her members. Thank you. I would love that. Thank you.
Not Bully
Let's
B.
start it all together.
Really, Tracy? That's what we doing? Okay.
Yeah, Wally is mad because Armand is way past him now. I mean, yeah.
Love Armand. I love him. He's amazing. Love him. I know a lot of
Who-
people don't, but I love Armand though.
I don't want no beef with Armand. I like Armand.
I'm
I think
sure
Armand is actually hilarious. Even when I disagree with him, I think he's entertaining.
he go Messi Mar 84 with an eye in the chat. He got one eye open in the chat.
And that's a red
First of
eye
all, not
too.
calling him Messy Mar. Don't do that.
And that's an eye with contact lenses in it. Now you know she's serious with that.
Hey,
Not too
Jamal.
much, Aaron. Not too much now.
What? What else? I wasn't being shady.
Oh, you never know now.
You know, first of all, Aaron is always being shady. So
I'm
that
really not.
you will always
Listen,
be
I was
shady.
listening to one of Ariana's lives the other day. I be listening to them lives at work. It gets me through the day, child. And Aaron was going off about something. I was hollering like anytime he goes off about
Because
something.
Aaron be trying to sound innocent and he be dragging all at the same damn time.
No, I did not. It be so fun.
Like I'll be like I promise. Like I really don't. Like it's ugh.
I've mastered to keep all my shady shit off camera.
Mm.
Who said that?
I did. What you
Okay.
trying to say? Because you know I'm way worse off camera.
I keep my shady shit off camera too.
It be a lot of stuff I be wanting to say and I just don't.
You ain't never lied. Listen.
But
Ooh.
why? Why y'all do that? Wait, no, I know why Scotty does it, but I never know you to do it really. So why you?
You never know me to do what?
Like, well, why do you keep all the shady shit offline?
Because why do I need to? I don't feel the need to do it. I mean, I don't know how to answer that. Like, I, okay, so for me, my job is to review the show, right? My job is to report the celebrity news, gossip, whatever. I throw my opinion in, I'm silly with it, whatever, but I don't feel the need to share all of my thoughts with
Because you
everything.
can't.
Yeah.
Because you can't. Because soon as you do, because we've been down this road before, Aaron. See, here's the thing. I didn't start getting back. If it wasn't for Ondario asking me to review Chase and Dallas last season, I would have never been reviewing these shows again at this point if he never would have asked me to. Because there was a time where we all reviewed those shows. And when
Yeah.
we were doing them, we had fun doing them. We was treating it like we was treating the other reality shows that we review. But then because they have like close proximity to us, easier access to us, it's difficult for us to really go in how we would really like to, because people feelings get in the way and they get all upset and stuff or whatever, and it's so much drama and it'd be
And
like,
people feel like they can come at us on a personal level because, like you said, like for example, Candy ain't gonna never be in my DMs if I say something she don't like. Giselle ain't gonna never be in my DMs if I say something she don't like. I've even been around these people and they be like, I know you. And I might have said something shady, but they take it in stride because they understand what it's about. They understand what what this is all about. But when you're dealing with web reality, like Scotty said, because they have such close proximity, they can slide in your DMs or they can drop in your chat. It becomes another situation, and at the end of the day, you don't know me and I don't know you. I'm reviewing what you show me. You might not like what you did, you might not like what you said, but I'm reviewing what you show me. And so we're gonna take it and we're gonna move on. And some people on this level are cool. They get it. They understand. Perfect example is Markel. We used to drag the dog shit out of Markel.
oh, I know I stayed Dragon Marquez.
We used to dog the shit. I mean, and Markel took it in stride. Like he might slide in our DMs and be like, "Damn, y'all really gave it to me this week." But it was never ever. Markel ain't never make it personal. George, we could not stand George. We used to drag George. Oh my gosh, George! But you know what George did? He came onto our. That's when we used to do the whole panel, the Justice League. He came on that panel. It was all 6 of us. We was firing shots at him. He stood in that shit, And honestly, I walked away with a different opinion. I was like, you know what? I kind of fucks with George now. I had so much respect for him coming into that space because when I say we used to give George the blues, we gave George the blues.
I was the main one.
And T too. But the
Yeah.
thing is, I respect somebody who'll say, you know what? Let's talk about it. Maybe I agree, maybe I don't agree, or let me explain why this happened, or let me explain why that happened, without blaming production per se, but explaining it. I respect that. The problem I have is when people on this level, people take it and then they make it personal. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
and so so when you say why I'm not shady, because I don't have the energy for that. Like I'm just not that
Yo,
person that
Teddy,
people.
stop lying.
Right? What happened? Shut up, without even reading it, and I know he lying. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not the person y'all think I am. When I say that, I mean I know it seemed like, oh, really be ha ha ha, whatever, whatever. But I'm not that. Like I don't do the back and forth.
Neither do I.
I can't do the back and forth. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and I'm done with it. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not going back and forth with you. And I can't do the on Monday you cussed me out, and on Wednesday we friends. I don't play
Yeah,
that game.
I can't.
I can't do it.
And a lot of them
So
be doing that same shit. Like they
right. And see,
like
I can't do that. And so I review the show. That's why I don't get into all these different lives and this, that, and the other, because I review the show. What you show me on the show is what you show me on the show. You might not like it. I don't care. It's what happened, it's what I saw, and I'm moving on with it. Because if I really got deep and dirty, it just probably would go somewhere that I'm really not trying to go. And because a lot of these people on these shows, they can't take it. I mean, look at what we're talking about right now. These niggas have been going back and forth for days.
and the reunion is in a few weeks. Like we can
Right.
save all this for the damn reunion, honestly.
Exactly. The reunion is, yeah, exactly.
But see,
So
this is
You know,
why
you wait.
I always
Aside from this, I'm sorry. This is off topic, but I've always wanted to see this particular live when y'all got into it with Kane.
who?
I
nobody got
think
into it
the
with Kane.
Justice League. I think the
Oh, I
Justice League got
did.
into.
No, no,
I
that's not
did.
seen.
I got in the middle. I was in the middle of it, but
So
I
am
That's
wasn't.
not how
I the
that.
only one
That's
that doesn't
not how it
know?
happened. That's not how it happened, Aaron. Nobody got into it with Kane. Kane got into it with us.
Yeah, I
Kane
wanted
didn't
to see
like.
that live. I wanted to see it play back. I want to see that. I was trying to
I
There
don't
was
find
no
it. And
live. That's what I'm saying.
there was no
Kane
video.
Kane used to be more active on his YouTube channel. Kane made a YouTube live, dragging Abby, dragging El Teddy. El Teddy responded, Abby responded, and that was the end of it.
Really?
Yeah.
So he would do
It was
several
no
videos
Justice
for
League situation.
season two, or season one.
I think it was season 2.
It was season 2 because that's when I came to know y'all.
Yeah.
And see, I was put in
I'm gonna
a
go
bad
back.
position
Watch.
because I am cool with Kane, but he had issues with with some of them. So it kind of put me in a bad spot at that time or whatever, because I didn't know how to handle that shit. I'm like, well, I work with them, and me and Kane been cool for a long time now. So it's like, what do I do? And it's one of those situations where it's like I felt like I should just be silent, because if I say something on either side, I'm gonna get chewed out. So it's just
Right.
like I may as well just sit here and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So
Because I mean, if I'm telling the truth, some people thought about not reviewing this season of Chasing Atlanta because Kane was on there.
Because I know El Teddy still have a little, you know.
Because again, everybody doesn't do that back and forth shit. And when it's personal, when you come at me on a personal level, then I'm gonna respond on a, you know what I'm saying? And so Kane really came at El Teddy, and Kane came at Abby really for no damn reason and very unprovoked. And it was personal. His attacks were he went very personal with what he said about El Teddy and what he said about Abby. He went very personal. So again, It's one thing to say, I don't like your review, I don't agree with what you said. What you said was some bullshit. And it's something else when you make it personal. And that's what I'm saying. Like everybody don't do that back and forth shit. I'm too listen, I'm older than all y'all. Everybody on the show. I'm older than everybody on this panel. I
Yes, let it be
don't
known.
I don't do shut up. I just don't
I
do
think
the
I'm
back
the
and
youngest on
forth.
the panel. I'm the youngest freshman ever.
Shut
Period.
up. Because to be honest with you, Aaron, there's people that I have disengaged from, and they probably don't even know I've disengaged from them. Because I'm just not that person. I don't need to come down here and cuss you out to tell you I don't fuck with you. I just walk away quietly. I pick up my purse and I walk out the door and I'm done.
I just
I,
don't give a fuck.
I respect it.
Like I just don't care at this point. Like here's the thing, and I said this to somebody earlier today. And I said this multiple times already. 2023 has already been the one of the craziest years of my damn life. If you really want to be honest with y'all. So I done dealt with a lot of personal stuff, and then dealing with things that be going on social media. I don't really have time for that stuff. Like I'm just all about protecting my peace and my energy, and
Hmm.
just keeping myself away from people that's going to trigger me into regressing. And the thing of it is, I have come a long way. Like I said before, like I used to not give a fuck about going back and forth with a person, or getting down and dirty and having a reading match and going back and forth, toe to toe with you, or even putting my hands on you. I used to be like that. But now I mean, no. I'm going in about a month or two. I would be 35 years old. I'm not gonna be out here doing it.
Yeah.
Like it's really not even
Yeah.
but I
So
don't really care that much though at the same time. It's just like, okay, I said what I said and I'm moving on. And that's
right, and that's it. And I do that with all of the shows that I review, whether it's web reality, whether it's Bravo, whether it's whatever. I do my review, and I've moved on. Like I ain't dwelling in that. And
and
when
then
and there have been major shows, and Scotty will tell you there have been major shows that I've gotten numbers on, and I will walk away if it becomes too toxic.
yep.
I will walk away. I'm like, the money ain't worth this. This is too. I have been personally attacked for my reviews on major network shows and walked away. And like Scotty said, the only reason, and this is on everything, I will always support the Chasing brand. I will always support the Chasing brand. And the only reason why I'm still here is because I support the Chasing brand. So for
Mm.
me, it's bigger than the talent. It's about the brand. Like Sean was saying earlier, I respect the brand and I support the brand. And whatever I can do to support the brand is what I'll do. But I'm not gonna I'm also gonna protect my peace because again, like they was joking earlier, y'all really don't want me cussing y'all out. Y'all really don't want me go there.
Like, cause listen, just the other day I was just cursing on the phone with Really B, and she could not believe some of the stuff I said. Like, if like I'm serious. Like when I'm mad, it's another story. That's why I just disengage. I would try to be level headed and really have a conversation with somebody. But if people don't want to have no conversation and they just want to do all that crazy shit, then I'm gonna just let them do the crazy shit. Like I could go back and forth only so much before I get frustrated
And I'm not
and
I'm
shit
not gonna
like
go back
that.
and forth.
It's just like, and
Yeah.
I can not necessarily back and forth, but I can try to have a conversation with you until I can't do it no more. Like once I
Right.
can't do it, I can't. Like I'm done. Like I'm a person that like to
Yeah.
have logical dialogue about an issue. Like I don't really like to yell and scream and do all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't really like doing
Mm-hmm.
that. Like I say what I gotta say, and I keep it moving. That's how I do conflict resolution. I can talk
Right.
about it and move the fuck on. And if you don't want to move on, then that's okay. But I'm done.
Yeah, you can stay there if you want to. I won't be there with you. And I'm like that in my real life. Like I'm like that in my real life. Like you can stay in that space, but I'm not. You be there by yourself.
Yeah, like I'm done. Like people, because I be telling people like y'all really don't fucking know me.
No
So
shame.
stop acting like you know me. Just because I'm nice or whatever, or I choose to handle things the way that I handle it, it doesn't mean that it doesn't ever mean that you can punk me like at all. Like people really don't know me like that, and they need to stop acting
Especially
like that.
when they talk about stuff that you already said on your live and they try to throw it back in your face. It's like no shade, you're a fan because you watch, you dissect, and you try to make it a point to throw it back the information that I put out on live about myself in my face. So just like y'all, certain things, if I know a person is trying to create a moment with me, I definitely disengage. Like I don't. If you could tell that I really don't really read people like that no more. Like I really don't do the
When was
back.
the last time you stopped?
Yeah,
If
when
you-
did you stop?
No, like if you think about it, like I haven't really gotten a good back and forth. Like I haven't gone back and forth and read anyone. If you think about it, if you really, really think about it. How I used to, child, I don't do that no more.
Well, yeah, that's about true.
Yeah, if you think
Mm.
about it, yeah, I really don't.
Well, I'm getting ready to go, you guys. Thank you so much, Aaron, for allowing me up here. I love you all.
You always
Um,
welcome over here.
and I'm I'm at my niece's house, so
Oh,
it's
you
late.
still you out of town or you still in DC?
I'm out of town.
Oh, when you go back home?
Oh, and
I'll
I
be
gotta watch your thing review on Color Purple. I gotta watch that.
yeah, it was good. Yeah,
It was good.
I'll be here till Friday. I'll be home Friday.
Yeah, cause girl, this is a slow ass week, child. I'm so glad that Rashida and K Michelle shit came up so I can have something to do today.
Ooh,
Lord have
Child.
mercy. Like for real, for real. Tracy, girl, listen, don't even bring it up, cause girl,
Please don't
I
trigger
had to send
Scotty.
him with a cast member 3 times and he still ain't get it.
like
Please
girl,
don't please don't trigger Scotty, y'all. Please don't trigger
please,
Scotty.
girl,
What
listen.
cast member?
Good
That's
night. I'll talk to y'all later.
this
Bye-bye.
is where I get the fuck on,
Oh,
cause
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. Thank
like
you. Thank
like
you. Bye.
uh uh uh
Good night, everybody. Just like, comment, and subscribe. Follow all of my social medias in the description below. Follow Scotty. Follow everybody on the panel. And I bid you a good day. Later, y'all. Good night.